just so happens that I completely forgot where you get the judge function in this game, and you get it from literally this guy here. This Professor Oak assistant. Of course, the partner Eevee is going to be fantastic because it has to be. The Alolan Rat's not bad, huh? And Beedrill's not that good. Why am I not surprised? The Magikarp that the guy rips you off for is actually worth it. Okay, so the Bulbasaur that you get from in-game, that makes sense. The Charmeleon, well, it's Charmeleon now, is good, that makes sense. Oh, yes, so, while off-screen, looking for more Meowth, I find a shiny one. Why does that always happen to me? Oh, yeah, that's right. And I found a Dugtrio as well. Managed to get enough Pokemon to get the Squirtle, too. So the bicycle, as we know it, has been retired from the series as of this generation, which is Gen 7. Also, Dugtrio, that is not how this works. But, how this works anyway, how that little function works. Also, I named some of the Pokemon, like the Weeping Bell's named Trujillo after the, I think it's one of the guitarists from Metallica. For whom the bell tolls. So, certain Pokemon, if you take them out, you can ride on them. Now, this more or less serves as the bike. Also, it makes sense that Arcanine would be really fast because reasons. Also, Mr. Mime, which is not a bad Pokemon. We'll use a lot more Great Balls from now on because that's what we have. I also nicknamed I realized that the Charmander I got was female, so I just named her Carla. I didn't want to name her Charla because, anime reference, I kind of don't want to do that. And there's our pretty much perfect Gyarados. So, how IVs work, yes, you get the judge function from that one Professor Oak assistant. You have to capture 50 Pokemon, which, if you capture the Charmander, well, no, it's how many species you caught, never mind. But if you caught enough, you go into the Vermilion Gate there, and then talk to that Professor Oak's assistant, and then he gives you the judge function. Now, IVs are predetermined, but randomized. How it works is the higher your catch chain on that specific Pokemon, the better your IVs will be. So if you're up to like maybe a catch combo of at least 20, you're going to start seeing some way better versions. In fact, you might even trigger the capability of getting a shiny one. Anyway, our noble steed here is going to be the shiny Persian, at least once it evolves. Alright, how's the Mr. Mime? I know it's smaller than usual. Good, great stats, but not the stat that I need. Well, that's disappointing. If only the attack stats swapped. But it's not bad otherwise. Unfortunately, yes, there is no breeding in this game. Despite the lower special attack Eevee, though, I am going to take it with us because Psychic Fairy is a devastating type combination is why. Also, I don't need the Gyarados anymore once it fully evolved. So, add the Whipping Bell back to my party. There are a handful of Pokemon that you can ride in this game. Arcanine is one of them. I believe Persian is the counterpart, so you can ride it as well. Also, yes, I did style Ulrich's hair. How I did this style specifically is you take 2 fingers onto the touchscreen, the soft touchscreen of the Switch, and then just horizontal, rub back and forth, and then get a cowlick. Considering he's supposed to be an Umbreon in the RP storyline I'm trying to build a team for. That makes sense. Give him some emo hair. Alright, let's head to the SSN. Because that's the next plot point. I love the overarching shot it gives. Oh, there you are, Jay. Thanks again for the ticket. This ship is huge and it's full of trainers. Hi, Blue. Bonjour! If it isn't Jay and Trace. Didn't think I'd be seeing the 2 of you here. Hey, Blue. Are you taking a cruise? Not hardly. I got invited to the exclusive party for trainers, but I'm pretty much done with this scene. I got plenty of party favors, too. Here, I can even share one with you. Shalor Sable, huh? From Shalor City in the Kalos region. More importantly, though, you want to know what I overheard at the party? You guys know about Team Rocket, right? I battled them before. Seriously? You must be fearless or something, kid. Anyway, the point is this. Team Rocket is a dangerous group, and they're trying to use Pokemon to make themselves rich. I might do some digging into what it is they're really after, and you two better stay out of their path. Smell you later. Team Rocket, huh? Jay, if you get tangled up with those jerks again, you should call me. So how the AN works this time around is you're viewing it from the frontal perspective this time around. So, the cabins are no longer to the south. They're all arranged this way. Which makes sense. Well, we'll rule of thumb. Come in here and see if we find anything. Soups, it looks like omelets. And a bunch of berries. Actually, no, I think that's curry. Yeah, that makes sense. That's curry. Yeah, it's definitely Curry. Alright. Don't know what I'm talking about, apparently. So apparently I have a trans Mr. Mime. Also, I like the fact that the cabins actually look like cabins on a ship. Again, this game is very well done art-wise. I might actually be serious about using Mr. Mime full-time, because the thing is, I can't exactly get Alakazam easily, so let's use one of the better psychic types in the game. I use Hypno in my Fire Red and Leaf Green playthrough, so... Plus, Mr. Mime is actually decently broken in this game, being a fairy type now. Yeah, see, battling really doesn't get you much experience. It doesn't help that some of the trainers are also severely nerfed. So the Mr. Mime is going to be a permanent part of our team. Unless... there may be a pretty good chance that I may end up having a Gengar, if I can find one. Because I've always had a soft spot for that Pokemon. You talk to that NPC and you just get a free heal every time. It's nice. Listen, bud, I would love to do that myself one day. Don't have a care in the world, cruising, and just relaxing the life of luxury. See, I'm also getting, like, no experience from these battles. One sec. Realize I forgot to move that out of view. Also, the Doug Trio is not a permanent Pokemon. I have an idea for a replacement. Also, as for Bellsprout, I have different plans for it. She asked for a cherry pie in the original. Though I guess we're a little more refined these days. So let's get some custard. Also off screen, I went and bowed the trainers on Route 11. Did a little capturing there as well, and oh, I like this matchup. Oh, we're speed tied. Interesting. Actually, come to think of it, the Mr. Mime might get replaced because the water type that I have in mind fits both niches. And I've thought long and hard about it. We're not going to be getting it for some time, but I know exactly what water type I'm going for. Pardon me. Actually, this might be a bit disturbing, but here's the thing about Pokemon, having them follow you around. They actually It actually increases how much experience they can earn once they like you enough. It's just going to be kind of weird having a mime following me around. Ugh, can't stop yawning. Ugh. You know, I really wish. I mean, besides talking to this one NPC in every game, there needs to be a way to measure friendship levels. I'm okay with personality values being invisible because there's no way that you could track that easily to begin with. But let's just say there's a lot of math involved with that. As for people that would like to have a friendship tracker, I would too. It's kind of annoying how that's never been implemented. I've seen ROM hacks and fan games have it, but that doesn't count. It's more dependent on how the Pokemon reacts in battle, I get that now, but the problem is, there's still no way to measure it. It's kind of annoying they've never done anything about that. Now, if I'm correct, we should be able to get to one of the cooler functions that this game has to offer. Because once you get to Lavender Town, you know, it's Kanto, the game really opens up once you get to Lavender Town. Well, considering my character just kind of wears general sporty clothing, kind of hard to say. Now, I understand that realistically, having cabins on both sides makes perfect sense because I've actually been on a cruise ship myself, and yeah, that was the case. It's actually kind of shocking how many rooms you can fit on one cruise ship. Because honestly, they don't need to take that much space. You just need the big room, the main room, and a bathroom. That's about it. Now, I know that there are suites, but those are more for, like, crew members, for example. What have we got to say? A chop master, you say? Ha! It's actually a very interesting cutscene, and it's a bit of an Easter egg. You can probably guess what it is because we're on a big cruise ship, but I still like the reference. Also, this was the last game, at least for some time, where I can make Charizard whatever I want it to be. Because years ago, well, recently, it only has one type of, let me put it this way, has only one branch versus the fact that it used to have two branches up until Gen 8. Then it only had one branch. But, you know, with the advent of Z to A, now it has both branches back. It's just... I get it, though, because Mega Evolution created its own timeline. Essentially, any game that has Mega Evolution is in a timeline of its own. I also noticed that the trainers carry more money. I think that has to do with the fact that there's no held items, so there's no amulet coin. Because I will also point out, back in Gen 1, because held items did not exist at all, the amount of money you got was a lot lower, too. Even gym leaders and Pokemon League any Pokemon League member who's, you know, supposed to give you a good amount of money, even they didn't give you much. And they had some odd predetermined amounts when it came to them giving you money. And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.